This is BBC Radio Oxford, so 10 to 7. It's about this sort of time when we normally talk cinema releases with Van Connor, but as you might have guessed, it's a bit of a fool's errand at the moment. Most of the cinemas closed and we're advised not to go to them in any case because of coronavirus. But Van's still with us. We've tweaked things a little bit and he's going to talk about what you can watch at home and largely for free, Van.
Yeah, so Freeview, we've got a decent run of films for the next week, one for pretty much every night, in fact. So starting on Friday night, you could sit down on Sony Movies at 9 p.m. You could watch Blade Runner 2049. That's one of the best sequels of the last few years, I think. Saturday night, you could watch a comedy. We've got Knocked Up on ITV2 at 10:45. That's a barrel of laughs. And just to round off the weekend on Sunday, 10:30 on BBC One, you could watch Made in Dagenham with Sally Hawkins and the true story of the women's liberation movement out of the London-based Ford Motor Factory, which is actually a really good comedy.
And we're looking for positives about the situation, and life's busy, and sometimes people genuinely think, I haven't got 2 hours to give to anything. Well, that may not be the case going forward, and there's going to be good movies, good films that they may have missed that there's an opportunity to go back and get right now.
Absolutely. It's the golden time. I mean, I'm going through my watch list. That's the first thing I'm doing with my enforced time off, I think.
You're going to rewatch things as well?
Oh, rewatch. You always got to rewatch a couple of classics. What you do with your boys around the flat, you're chilling, you watch a movie that you love. It's the reason Point Break gets seen so often.
Make sure you're sat on either end of the sofa, though. Don't get too close to one another. And I noticed, obviously, that the streaming services are gearing up for a bumper time as well, and some of the pay TV providers also. I noticed, we were talking earlier on, that it feels a little bit like Christmas. You can't get into the shops. You don't know what day it is. And I've actually seen Sky are putting some of the big Christmas films that were on and now have become available out of the cinema to them. They might have held back until Christmas. They're just throwing it all out there now.
It's very true. We're getting a lot of theatrical releases as well from studios like Universal, films that have been in cinemas recently. Because of the situation, because the cinemas are closed, they're actually moving those films down to video on demand as well. So you can pay the equivalent of a cinema ticket and get to watch something like the new version of Emma or The Invisible Man or The Hunt in your own home for 48 hours, kind of like an old school rental.
Yeah, I was thinking of going to see Invisible Man, never got round to it, and now I was thinking, okay, what's going to go on? So that's good advice. And I guess as well, for those films that were about to come out, we should at some point in the future have a slew of cracking releases to look forward to.
We will. We'll have Bond will be later in the year now, and we can look forward to Peter Rabbit 2 and The New Mutants and Quiet Place 2. Really just coming in new dates over the summer. They'll come out in drips and drabs. It will be a very busy summer, though, this year because of all this.
Good to know. Good to have something to look forward to and something for the here and now from you, Van.
A pleasure as always, good sir.
Van Connor, who is our cinema reviewer normally, but as we've been hearing, of course, like the theatres, the cinemas closed, but there are plenty of options to get your film fix.